In Kojak, I played, it's an interesting role, I played a bartender, owner of a bar in Harlem, Spanish Harlem. And Kojak supposedly comes in and he says to me, you know, you ever seen that guy before? And he's pointing at somebody who's over in another corner. And I'm supposed to look at the guy and say, no, I've never seen him. He's never been in here before. And so this is another one of those moments where it got poignant. He comes, the scene starts, and a friend of mine was directing it. And he's a really good writer and good director, David Friedkin. And David and I had been friends for quite a few years before this all took place. And he was a creator of I Spy. He created it. And he wrote The Pawnbroker for television and motion picture, actually. And anyway, he was directing me. It was my first job on television. And so the scene starts, and Telly Savalas comes in, and he looks at me, and I'm cleaning a glass. And he says, hey, you ever seen that guy before? With this lollipop in his mouth. And I look at him, and I kind of chuckle, and I keep on cleaning. And I don't say anything. And, and then David goes, cut. And everybody goes, and David comes over and goes, did you forget your line? I said, no, David, it's not going to work like this. It's my first job. David, this is not going to work for me. Man, it was terrible. Now that I think about it, what an incredible moment. I said, I don't know who this guy is. He walks in here. This is my bar. We're in Spanish Harlem. This guy's sucking on a lollipop. Am I supposed to know who he is? He goes, no, you don't. I go, because then why would I answer him? Who in the hell cares? You want to buy a drink, tell me about it. But don't come in here and ask me questions about my patrons. Who are you? And so Telly hears this and goes, oh, God, a prima donna, and walks out of the scene. So like an hour, he's inside of his trailer, and I go, oh, my God, did I blow it? And I said, oh, this is terrible. My first job, I'll never work again. This is it. And David went out there, and he's talking to him. And then he comes back. David finally comes back, and he says, okay, we're ready to do it. I said, great. I said, God in heaven only knows what's going to happen. And I'd done enough theater, I'd done enough work to know that, the complexity of a scene comes through your moment to moment, and how well you live that moment to moment in front of camera, and the unspoken word speaks the loudest. So I'm standing there, and he comes in and he says, instead of saying, hey, have you ever seen that guy before? He comes in and he shows me his bag. He flips it very quickly, very arrogantly. Fuzzy wuzzy, baby. You ever see that guy before? I looked at him and said, no, never been in here. Easy, simple. Cut, okay, the other side, boom, got it. The scene worked better, it really did. And even David, after he came back and said thank you, it worked a lot better than him coming in and asking it. Because there was a reasoning behind this craziness that I'd caused.